Hey guys, I'm your host, Mr. Movie, and this is Movies Weekly Podcast number 13. Um, yeah, I'm gonna actually try to watch a lot of movies today. Duck Soup, Art of Racing in the Rain, and Casino Royale. Hopefully I can get those out. And, tomorrow's review, or tomorrow's video would just be leading the tramp comparing the new and old one. So, check that out tomorrow, and actually, funny thing, it's probably going to be in my pajamas. You won't be seeing them, though, because I'll have a sweatshirt on, but I'm just going to sit around today in my pajamas, try to watch some movies, and, yeah. So, yeah. Unless I go see Richard Jewell, that might happen, I don't know. Probably not, but there's a chance. But yeah, so, to the new, Ghostbusters Afterlife trailer. It doesn't look too bad. It doesn't really look bad. I was kind of ticked that they didn't play the Ghostbusters theme, as everyone is. But I hope they could, I'm kind of expecting them to play it in the next trailer. If they don't, then I'd be getting more mad, and actually, yeah, pretty mad. And I'm not super ticked they don't have Bill Murray and, what's his name, Dan Aykroyd in the trailer. Because I bet they're just going to show 20 minutes into the movie, and just gonna be there. Like, yeah, they're just gonna be 20 minutes, like the last 20 minutes of the movie, because the kids don't know how to use the technology, and Paul Rudd doesn't really either. So, I bet that's the only time they're gonna appear, but yeah. And, there's been rumors of the next Quentin Tarantino movie, Kill Bill Volume 3. I haven't seen any other Kill Bills, because, honestly, most Quentin Tarantino movies to me look dumb. It's cheesy and weird, and yeah, so I don't think I'll see Kill Bill 3, but yeah. And this might be his final movie, too. He was saying Once Upon a Time in Hollywood was going to be, but since he teased Kill Bill Volume 3, I think this would be his last movie. He'll hit 10 and just call it quits or something. I don't know. Yeah, and there is something in Brazil. If you haven't heard of it, Warner Bros. Is showing a bunch of their pictures. Or a bunch of the teasers for their pictures. One of them was Godzilla vs. Kong. There's also, like, Scoob, Wonder Woman, 1984, other stuff. And there's, like, Tenet, too. So, the only really footage you can get of it is on, like, a phone, maybe. Because it was in Brazil, and nobody was really expecting it. But, yeah. And it hasn't really been released to the public, and it won't, but it'll most likely be in a trailer coming up. I think the executive said, like, in a month or two. And it was delayed 8 months. I have talked about that before, so I won't really get into that. But, the trailer was King Kong about to punch Godzilla in the face, and King Kong did look aged and had a beard. I don't think apes get beards, but whatever. He's a big ape. And Godzilla, my guess is he's taller. He gets taller in every single movie, so. But yeah. I don't know what happened when it got delayed 4 months. I was thinking CGI problems or director problems, or they just thought the CGI was too big. Which, that's cool if they're taking time to do the CGI. I respect that, but yeah. And DC slate looks better than Marvel's for the next couple years. I can't wait for a bunch of these movies. And Flashpoint just got... Yeah, the movie Flashpoint just got a 2020 release date. I'm really excited for that movie. I like the Flash character. I think he has a exciting background. Ezra Miller is going to star in it, I'm pretty sure, but... he was supposed... They were, like, rumors of them, like, competing for scripts, but I don't think it's going to be Ezra Miller's script. Instead, it's going to be some other dude. But yeah, I'm excited for Flashpoint. Yeah, I think it's called Flashpoint. I don't know. I'm pretty sure, but yeah. And also Shazam, too, is going to be released 2022, April 1st, around the same time as first one, just, like 3 years later. I hope it's as good as the first. There's going to be the big man-eating worm thing. And I actually don't know when Black Adam's going to come out. I should look that up. But, yeah, Black Adam did start, 2021, December 22nd. Okay, that's cool. Black Adam did start filming, and if you didn't know, it has Dwayne Johnson, and Kevin Hart wants to be in it for some reason, although I think he's going to screw up the movie. He should not be in a superhero movie. Well, some people said that about Will Smith, and look what we got. But yeah, the DC slate looks pretty solid. Next year there's Birds of Prey and Wonder Woman. Wonder Woman 1984 is probably going to be better than Birds of Prey. But yeah. Some people have been predicting Birds of Prey to be terrible. In my mind, it looks like they're trying to imitate Joker. But, yeah. But I can't wait for those, and, Cyborg movie that has been to be announced, although it hasn't started filming, and it's supposed to come out next year, but it is probably not, unless it's an animation. I don't know. But, yeah. That's probably going to come out in 2022. It looks like they're just making everything coming out in 2022. But, yeah. There's going to be a David Bowie theme movie. I don't really know too much about David Bowie. I might see it. I don't really know. But yeah, all I know is he was in The Prestige and he did pretty solid in that. But yeah, so, Zack Snyder dropped a black suit picture of Superman. A bunch of people are saying he's in a black suit, but no, he's not. He's in blue and red suit. Just really dark. But yeah, fans are going crazy. I don't think he looks good, though. No. He looks better in 1978. Yeah. This might mean the Snyder Cut's coming, but will it be good? Everybody thinks it's gonna be good, but will it? You look at Zack Snyder's movies. He's made movies like 300. Okay, there's that famous line, "This is Sparta," but was it really anything to be proud about? Watchmen, people were divided against that movie. Same for Batman vs. Superman. I found Batman vs. Superman interesting besides the end. The end was terrible. But, yeah, I found Batman vs. Superman to be a solid movie. Justice League, could have been better. But, yeah. Zack Snyder's made a bunch of other weird movies. I think he should stick to going outside the DCEU and just make his own movies. Like, that's what Rian Johnson did. He said, screw Star Wars, and he went on to go make movies like Knives Out, which Knives Out was fantastic. I have a review on that, so you should check that out. But, yeah. I don't really know what to expect if he does release the Snyder Cut, because they have to do a lot of editing for this, and will they just stop selling the other one that we got? I don't know. But yeah. George Clooney movie coming out next year for Netflix, and it's going to be called Good Morning Midnight. It's off of a book. I don't know, I haven't read the book. I'll try to read the book, but my guess is it's gonna be like, well, he released a TV show called Catch-22 on Hulu, and it's kind of like, from what I've seen, it's kind of like The Men Who Stare at Goats. Which, The Men That Stare at Goats is like a dark comedy mixed in with some violence, sort of. Which I guess you can call a Brother Where Art Thou that, too, but although Brother Where Art Thou was more funny than Men Who Stare at Goats in my mind. But, I know it'll only be on Netflix. Well, it might be released to the public, might be released on DVD like The Irishman. I'm pretty sure it is being released to DVD. I didn't think it would because it's a Netflix movie, but yeah. I think it's a good grab by Netflix. I think it's like, maybe it might actually be as good of a grab as The Irishman this year, unless it stinks. There's always that possibility. Because Men Who Stare at Goats wasn't the best, but yeah. I might check out the book, I don't know. But yeah. The Dune remake is brutal and scary, said Oscar Isaac. Cool. I don't really care if it was brutal and scary or not. I've not seen the original, but I hope it's good, though. It's not just like a big violent movie that stinks, because you get some of those now. But, I have not read the book. I should check it out, but I also have to check out the original 1984 movie, I think it came out, or something like that. But yeah. I might see it, I don't know. I've not really seen any other movies by the director. I forgot his name, it's like Bellucci or something. It's Bellucci. But yeah. So, the studio that fixed Sonic just closed down. That sort of sucks. Because now, you get the possibility of just the Sonic movie not, like, closing down, which there's been some delay with that. I don't really mind it, because it's cool that they fixed it, and he does look better. In general, it's like, you look at it, it's like, how did he look? Because, like, this is pretty solid, and you look at the pictures of him before that, and you're like, oh my god. I don't know if they'll slow the process down or not, though. I don't really know if they finished all their work or not, but yeah. But I thought they did a solid job. It's kind of sad they closed down. I don't really know why. But, and The Matrix 4 and John Wick 4 will release on the same day. I do not know why they're doing that. I think it's an incredibly stupid idea to have two Keanu Reeves movies being released on the same day. Well, I guess they are sort of different, but they both like have fighting, and they both are centered around fighting for the most part. Matrix 4 though, let's be realistic here. John Wick 4 is probably going to be better, but I think more people will go to see The Matrix 4 because there hasn't been one since 2003, and The Matrix is like a cult classic, and John Wick is pretty good, but it's not big enough to be a cult classic. But, yeah, I'm probably going to go see Matrix 4 in theaters instead of John Wick. I think Matrix 4, yeah, like I said, will make more money, but yeah, so that's Movies Weekly Podcast number 13. In the comments, say any questions you have for next week. I haven't really got any comments yet, but yeah. So, put your comments in, asking questions about the topics I have said today, or you can say any topics you want me to talk about. But yeah, so, see you next time, movie fans.